Will, please rise, please. Okay, please be seated. We continue this very special day with our capping and pinning ceremony for our 2007 practical nursing graduates. On behalf of the staff and faculty of the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Pulaski, I welcome you to this event. It's one that we look forward to. It's one that is a very special tradition for our nursing graduates. Thank you so much for sharing this special occasion with us. Earlier this morning, I forgot to acknowledge a couple of folks, or three people, that I want to mention before we go much further. Over to my left, Jeremy Mitchell, Mabrin Wright, they served as ushers this morning, but they are actually Skills USA officers, and I want to thank them for taking the time to help us this morning and be a part of this special day. So thank you so much for what you do and for being with us. Mr. Kevin Wright is back operating our sound, and we certainly appreciate his work this morning. You know, the capping and pinning ceremony is for newly graduated nurses, and as I said, it's a long-standing tradition. It's symbolic in a way that we welcome these new graduates into the field of nursing. Furthermore, it signifies to everyone present that these students you see here dressed in their whites have completed the required training, and they are ready to go forth. And they are ready to work and uphold the high standards of the nursing profession. So this ceremony is very sacred to us and very special as we go forward. To say the least, I'm very proud of these graduates. You know, it took a great deal of determination and personal sacrifice for these students to make it through this program. It is very difficult and very demanding, as I know a lot of you in the audience already know that. And I know for many of you, you have provided words of encouragement and support that made all the difference. I'm sure there were days when some of these students felt like I cannot go any further. But many of you made comments or encouragement, said words of encouragement that made all the difference. And so today we are here to share this special happy occasion. But I also commend these graduates for entering such a noble field of service. You know, the nursing profession is one that touches the lives of all of us. No one in this room is exempt. So we depend on these folks so much in our time of need. So they are to be commended for taking on and being part of such a noble occupation. I want to thank our practical nursing staff and faculty. As I said earlier, we have a staff and faculty that they're second to none. And I'm so very proud of the work they do day in and day out. to help our students be successful. They share their knowledge, they share their experiences, and this helps our nurses prepare. And once they enter this field, they even do a better job based on their background, their instruction they've received. So special thank you to them. And I want to ask them to stand. We're going to introduce them in a little bit, but just so I can get a round of applause, would you stand? Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to be very short in my comments and brief because we want to get to the main event. And the focus is actually on our students, and we want to honor them. So in closing, congratulations to each of you, and keep on smiling. I see a lot of really nice smiles out here. I want to challenge you to go forth and to be a true professional in this field. There are some very high standards, and it's up to you as individuals to uphold those standards day after day as you work with your patients. And, we're counting on you. And I told some of our graduates, if you look up and see me in that bed and, take good care of me. So I know that you will. And so thank you for choosing this occupation. And I wish you the very best for an outstanding career. So thank you all. So Mrs. Vicki Barnett will come forward. She is our Director of Nursing, and she will continue on with our ceremony.
Thank you, Mr. Creasy. I'd like to take just a moment and welcome each of you and to thank you from me personally for the encouragement and for the support and for being the cheerleaders that each and every one of the students knew at the very beginning that they would have to have. And sometimes our cheerleaders show up in different places. There are different relations to the students. And sometimes our cheerleaders will surprise us. But obviously you did your job, and we do appreciate that. Each one of the instructors have done a wonderful job, and hats off to each of those. I'd like to take a moment and just have each one of them to stand up and introduce them properly. Dana Martin, practical nursing instructor. She was the July class. Toby Adair, practical nursing instructor. She was our evening instructor. Amy Key, practical nursing instructor. The September class. And Julie Stutz, practical nursing instructor and clinical adjunct. So we appreciate each and every one of them. And now to turn my attention to the graduates. I want to congratulate each and every one of you. It seems as though this year has been a special year. Each of you have had a unique personality, and each of you have brought something to the table. We appreciate that, and we won't forget you. It was a challenge getting a new evening class started a few years ago, and so it has been successful, and so we were very proud of our evening class. The July class had its uniqueness, and we're very proud of each and every one of you, and some of them have already taken boards, and so we're excited about that. We have 2 other groups that are approaching that time. So as we go forward, just know that we won't forget you, and we will continue to cheer you on as you continue your education and you meet new goals and you reach for the stars, because each and every one of you will do that, and we're so proud of you. I'd like to recognize our superlatives, and we have a valedictorian, a salutatorian, and then 1 extra person that will be recognized. And as I call your name, if you would just stand and come up and receive a certificate, I would appreciate that. Out of the evening class, our salutatorian is Sam Boschers. Our valedictorian for the evening class, Jacob Briggs. I want to point out that obviously Sam and Jake had great study partners. Jake is Sam's stepson, so they obviously studied well together and did a good job. For the July class, the salutatorian is Lindsay Dalton, and if Lindsay would come forward. The valedictorian for the July class, Mariah Clifton. And I think that probably those two classes already knew who the valedictorian and salutatorian was. So this last announcement is somewhat of a surprise. The salutatorian for the fall September class is Riley Rowland. And the valedictorian for the September class, Ashley Smith. You know, with any program in a college or university, there are rules and regulations. And one of the things that we're really strict about is attendance. And we're human. I know that sometimes I don't come across that way, but we are human. And we realize that you have sick children and sick parents, and you're sick yourself, and you have things that just come along. So it's really unusual to have somebody with perfect attendance. But we do have one student out of 36 graduates that had perfect attendance, Jessica Leanne Curran. And the most touching and the most sentimental and the most important highlight of this event is the pinning and capping, because they hold such a significance to any nurse. And if you go back and you research what each one of those things mean, you will see and you will value this experience. And nurses today, any of you will be able to understand this. When you walk into a hospital, a clinic, a doctor's offices, nurses don't wear caps anymore. But I'm old enough that when I was in nursing school and I graduated and I started my career, you wore your glory every day. So we're ready to start glorying you. So as I call up the first group, it will be Miss Adair's class, and we will have the instructors to come up and they will cap and pin you. Sammy Boshears. Jacob Allen Briggs. Jessica Leanne Curran. Carrie Lynn Frazier. Deshanna Harney. Rainey Dawn Howell. Lucas Wayne Littrell. Alyssa Shields. Caleb Jake Townsend. Kimberlyn Shelby Townsend. Ms. Martin's class. Shelby Allen. Sky Alvarado. Erica Arms. Ariel Chapman. Lauren Chapman. Mariah Clifton. Lindsay Dalton. Haley Newton. Samika Springer. And Miss Key's class. Olivia Adams. Ashley Brooke Bearden. Tay Renee Calvert. hold on to it. Amber Duncan Capshaw. Sheila Damewood Larson. Jennifer Curtis Farah. Kirsten Lynn Head. Chelsea Danielle Luna. Crystal Marie McLean. Courtney Cheyenne McCord. Emily Caroline Ramsey. Riley Caitlin Rowland. Ashley Gibson Smith. Danielle Brianna Smith. Trista Snook. Ashley Townsend. And last but certainly not least, Adriana Lynn Wallace. just say how much I appreciate everything that all of our facilities do. We could not have such a successful program without our facilities. We want to thank them and let them know how much we appreciate them. To conclude the event, our graduates and instructors, the staff here in the nursing department will recite the nurses' pledge, and it can be found on the back of your program. So if the graduates would stand. Y'all help me out over here. Before God and those assembled here, I solemnly pledge to adhere to the code of ethics of the nursing profession, to cooperate with the other members of the nursing team, and to carry out faithfully and to the best of my ability the instructions of the physician or the nurse who may be assigned to supervise my work. I will not do anything evil or malicious, and I will not knowingly give any harmful drug or assist in malpractice. I will not reveal any confidential information that may come to my knowledge in the course of my work. And I pledge myself to do all in my power to raise the standard and the prestige of practical nursing. May my life be devoted to service and to the ideals of the nursing profession.